The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. Oh, he shifts past him. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Brady's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
The kick by Maher is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Let's go! This is where you step up, right here, baby. Hey, what we got? Come on, baby, get low. Let's go. Let's be smart, man. Let's get to the whistle. They can't stop us.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. It
really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a 2nd one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
In that situation on 3rd and inches, it's not a surprise that you're going to have big-time guys up front trying to stop things, so you've got to win the leverage game. The offensive line did that. They got lower than the guys in front of them and pushed them aside. But even they had to be surprised at what the result was. That kind of yardage on 3rd and inches.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, that's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders from 13 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. On first down, Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mahomes now to throw. And Diggs has it. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good.
Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Brady.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Brady. This is caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. 1 second, all that remains.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40, 20, 10. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down. Side of the 15. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. They start on the ground with Elliott. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's Gallup on the slant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A handoff left to Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
That is caught by Lamb.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 22, Mahomes toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. They'll run it with Elliott, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He gets this to Devontae Adams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, that one caught by Tyreek Hill. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Brady. And this is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And the first half, just like the end of the game, can't end with a defensive penalty. He'll have another play.
One more play, untimed. See what happens here.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Dances by him. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Brady now on first down. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Brady now to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. A gain there of 21 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Mahomes now to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing now is Mahomes. And Diggs has it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Mahomes' throw there caught by Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
It's showtime. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's rock and roll, baby. Yeah, go right now. Who's gonna make a play? Let's go, baby. They can't stop us. Do your thing. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Come on with it, man. Oh, let's turn it up. Nothing's free. Boy.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Able to find Gallup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mahomes will throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, the play of their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great match. Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. To the air right away is Brady. The Sanders has got it complete. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
This will be caught by Brown.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
On first down, Brady. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups there.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive.
Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Mahomes. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On second down, Elliott. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, it's Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Mahomes now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Once again, we got to get it going. Let's have some fun. Let's do this. Rock and roll. Hey, plays, y'all. Hey, plays. Hey, it's game time. All right, guys. All right. Who's going to make a play, baby? Come on with it, Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd down and 3.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A gain of 7. First down, Dallas.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Stephon Diggs, 37 yards.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. That's what it is. That's what it is.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
Brady now on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Let's go, man.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. There the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Brady. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Brady to throw. He is going to find Hill here. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football before half to be played.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nakobe Dean able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes, and Diggs has it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. Pretty move. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, Mahomes. That's caught once again by Gallup.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On second and very short, Mahomes, touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys will add to their fourth quarter lead. But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Let's go. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. Let's go. Get it. Keep our boys. Let's go. Let's go. They can't stop.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
On first down, Brady. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? That throw by Brady, incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. As Sanders has it poked free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On the counter, Elliott.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Inside give to Elliott. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They go to Elliott again. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Maher able to put this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 13. Just over 1:40 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long.
This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Brady. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Shotgun now for Brady. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown from 13 yards out. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's go, man.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Left side caught by Diggs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Mahomes now on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. Shifts by him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they block well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Six yards left on second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now Mahomes.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now it's Mahomes again. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by her. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 44, Mahomes. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mahomes now on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 36, Mahomes. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Mahomes to throw once more. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Myles Garrett, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
On first down, Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
From the 25 on second down, Brady, throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Brady now on first down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Got a man. It's Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now Brady again.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. From just shy of midfield, Brady. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw, Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Brady to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
To throw is Brady. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Let's do this, man. Keep our voice. Let's ride, dog.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Again to Elliott. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. This is Elliott. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.